Welcome back to Two Bears Trekking. Today we are going to be answering Celebrity Cruises' top 5 most frequently asked questions. So stick with us. So today we have picked out the top 5 frequently asked questions by celebrity cruisers, and we're going to give you the answers.
There we go.
And we're going to give you the most up-to-date correct answers because I see lots of incorrect answers out there. Some of these may be applicable to other cruise lines as well, but our answers will be tailored specifically for celebrity.
So let's get on with it. Number 5, can I bring an iron on board?
Yes, and this answer is going to be a little bit more general because the question does start with iron steamer, so we'll start there.
Yes.
No, you can't bring either of those.
No.
And the more general statement by celebrity cruises is that anything that heats up or has an open flame cannot be brought on board.
So no candles, no incense, no cooking plates.
No coffee maker.
Yes.
Now, they do have discretion. Here are the major exceptions. So hair dryer. You can bring your own hair dryer on. The ones that they do include on in all cabins on Celebrity are a bit underpowered. So some people want to bring their own on board, but not necessary, just so you know.
Right.
Curling irons.
Yes. For those of us who have longer hair, need curling.
Yes. Or straighteners or crimpers.
Yes.
Those things are allowed. Those are an exception.
There you go.
Okay. So what is not necessarily explicitly named on the list, but isn't necessarily an exception? I've seen all sorts of things like blenders. Who's going to bring a blender? Why do you need to bring a blender? So most electrical appliances will be confiscated and be waiting for you back there at the port.
That's so nice of them.
When you return.
Yes.
Electric shavers are fine.
Yes.
So just kind of use common sense. As I said, Celebrity doesn't have an exhaustive list. So if you can think of anything else or have questions, drop them down below.
Absolutely. Number 4, can I bring alcohol?
Ooh, that's the other important thing you need to have on your cruise.
Alcohol.
So the beverages on board in the beverage packages can be a little bit expensive.
Yes.
So we understand why people ask this question. So on Celebrity, as far as hard alcohol or beer, it's a hard no.
Yes.
And if you get caught trying to bring it on, even no matter how clever you are, they will find it and confiscate it. It's amazing how they do that. And at the very least, as I said, it'll be confiscated. At the very worst, you'll be denied boarding.
Yes. So just don't do it.
So that also goes to if you buy something in port or even in the duty-free shop on board the ship, they will hold it until the end of the cruise.
Now, you can bring a few things. You can bring wine.
Yes, so you can bring one 750 milliliter bottle of wine per drinking age adult.
So your children cannot bring a bottle of wine. I'm just saying.
Yes, don't be stuffing it in their Dora the Explorer backpack. If that's still a thing.
Dora the Explorer backpack with a bottle of wine.
And that has changed. Again, if you're in these Facebook groups, I've given up because, I was just reading in a recent post just in the last couple of days, somebody asked this question, and so one person's one bottle. The other's, no, you're wrong. It's 2. No, it's 1. It's changed again. And yes, indeed, as of the summer of 2023, it is back to 1 bottle. So that is the final answer on that.
Sodas. You can bring sodas on board, like a case of soda, if they don't have that style that you like on board. You can bring water.
Bottled water. So, and that goes for most non-alcoholic bottled beverages. You can bring them on board on Celebrity, and I say as many as you can carry. They have discouraged people from checking those particular things or putting them in the luggage for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to go into. So as I say, as many as you can carry on board, and that is slightly different than other cruise lines.
There you go. Okay, number 3 kind of goes along with the alcohol. Do I need a beverage package?
And so that's a great question. And a lot of these cruise lines have been bundling that with Wi-Fi, so stick around. And we did a whole video recently, check it out, on the changes coming on October 4th to the all-included package. So, but let's talk just about the beverage piece of that.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So really, and this goes back to when I was a tour director, it was like I spent the most amount of time when I was doing cruise tours on this particular question.
People love their
And
beverages.
30 minutes later, I'm like, okay, I haven't answered every possible scenario here. But the long and short of it is do the research.
Mm-hmm.
In the last year or so, Celebrity has also collapsed their beverage packages. So there are a lot fewer options. So
Mm-hmm.
for non-alcoholic packages, it's like $30 a day. So unless you really want those expensive beverages, and you have to do that analysis for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just a beer drinker, you have to drink a lot of beer
Gotta love your beer.
to,
Yes.
to make up that money. Alcohol, a little bit less.
Mm-hmm.
Wines, be careful. On the classic package, only certain wines up to a certain dollar amount are included, and then you have to pay the overage yourself. So do you get the premium package? So there's a lot of research to be done. And
Well,
and
and
that's the only thing I
also
can say.
if you have a port day, you're not going to be drinking that much alcohol if you're in port.
Excellent point.
So,
Excellent point. And I think a lot of people overestimate. And what I hear a lot is, oh, I just want the convenience of it. So if you don't mind spending the money for the convenience of just being able to order whatever you want, and the caveat is, if you want to be able to order anything you want, you're going to need to be on the premium package.
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Okay, question number 2. Do I need a Wi-Fi package to use my phone?
Okay. So, and this is part of Celebrity's All Included.
Mm-hmm.
So these kind of go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
You can use their basic app, which on the newer ships, you might be able to unlock your door, do all sorts of fancy things. There's also a messaging feature in the app. So, like we could have messaged back and forth.
Right.
If you want to be able to text, email, etc., which was unheard of 20, 30 years ago, right? So I think
just unplugged when you got on board.
Exactly. And everyone knew. You said, I'm going on a cruise. They're like, okay, we're not going to be able to reach you for 7 days or whatever it is.
Right.
But nowadays, that basic Wi-Fi on Celebrity is the starting point. And that's good for emails, texts without photo attachments, and basic browsing, etc.
When they say basic, they mean basic.
Yes. So if you want to send photos, upload video, stream, anything like that, you're going to need the premium package.
Yes. Yes.
Is it worth it? Also remind yourself that you have to pay for every day. It's per device per day. Yes, you do get multi-device discounts. So also look at that. Can you just kind of like share doing that stuff on one device?
And if you can, great.
Right.
So, okay. Final question. Question number 1. What is the dress code? What should I wear? People, why are they always worried about what they should wear?
I don't know. And this has changed drastically over the last 20 years. So Celebrity breaks it into 2 categories. For the evening. The daytime, really the only restrictions in the main dining room, they ask you not to wear, or public spaces, sort of below decks. No robes, no swimsuits, no sheer cover-ups, no flip-flops, no bare feet. In the evening, it's smart casual, which is basically a pair of jeans or khakis,
maybe a polo.
They say no t-shirts, but I will say, like, I have some nice dressy type t-shirts that are more polo-like, that don't have a collar, and so that would be or you have a nice designer like mock turtleneck or something like that,
right?
Those types of things. Again, no flip-flops. They say no shorts in the dining room or theater. I say kind of use common sense with those things. Looking presentable.
Right.
I mean, is it?
Right.
So, and then they also have chic nights.
Yes. Now, this is you dress up a little bit, but it's kind of cheeky.
Yeah, a little bit more. Collared button-down shirt. No need for a tie or jacket. But although, I think on both nights, one night we had bow ties.
We had bow ties. I wore my kilt one night.
Yeah, dress kilt with an appropriate shirt. And, so just, a little bit nicer pair of slacks. For
Right.
ladies, a dress, a skirt.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I think it's a lot simpler
Mm-hmm.
than people
It's
make it
not
out to be.
black tie nights. Those are very rare, only on certain cruise lines, and definitely not celebrity.
Right.
So, okay, if you have any other questions that we haven't covered, ask those down below. We're more than willing to answer those for you.
Make sure you like, subscribe,
Mm-hmm.
share these videos with other folks. We're going to continue making lots of great content.
Mm-hmm.
And we are, hopefully by the time you see this video, we'll have hit 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Cross those fingers.
And as always,
Keep on trekking.